I feel like I shouldn't be looking at this game, but also I have to. It's another Bronze League Legends. Another as if you could ever get enough. And we have some amazing faces here. We've watched Guts. Guts is a very interesting, peculiar person. He loves his walls. He basically plays AoE4 like it's AoE2 with the arena mode. Guts is 303 elo. Quite low. His opponent, you might notice from the Bronze League Legends series, we featured him before, and they always play the Valiants. William B. 353. William the Constrictor. William the Torturer. William the Waller. We've seen that this guy loves to box his opponents in and kill them off very slowly. And you'd think that he has an easy target here, because actually the elo difference is quite large between these. So we said Guts was about 300 elo. William is 543 elo. He's over 200 elo up over Guts. But William, here's the thing, folks. William usually likes to rely on walls to win the game. And Guts is a very avid waller, to say the least. In fact, he already is Dark Age Stone Gathering. If you have not seen Guts before, this man should be a Chinese main. Simply for the existence of the Great Wall, because he makes the greatest of walls. And I have a feeling we might be seeing that in this game. Opening up, we are going to see him stopping on 10 villages right now. And we've seen this before from Guts, where he likes to rush Feudal Age. I wonder if we're getting it again. He is playing on the Straggler Trees, which is a great way to open up. Compared to like AoE2, where I believe AoE2 a lot of the time going for Straggler Trees is not advised. In AoE4, it's actually a solid play. In most games, it's allowable, I think. On the other side, William has to go for Straggler Trees, because he's going into the houses. And he's under the deer. These deer are actually in a perfect position for him. It looks like, wait, was he pushing them in? Dude, William's got some moves. He actually pushed the deer in. I love that. On the other side, Guts didn't do that. Guts instead set up a mill right next to the berries. That was sick, though. Like, look, the deer started here, guys. He pushed the deer all the way towards the back of the TC. He forgot about one of them. And get them afterwards. He got a few sheep. It does mean that he's potentially giving a lot more sheep over to Guts. And we can see that Guts is already reaping the rewards of that, because William only done a quarter of the map. And people saying William is Smurf, he can't be a Smurf, because Smurfs are blue and William is red. William will be much quicker on the tech up at this rate. Like, look at the numbers for Guts. He sent a lot of people over to wood. He's still on Straggler Trees. He has 200 wood. Well, sorry, he's finished Straggler Tree, but now he's playing long gather, right? Now, in fairness, it is more realistic to wander out of the city into the woods to chop some trees, but no one said you couldn't have a lumber camp as a drop-off point. And we still have 3 people in stone. Guts now has 300 stone. Some of you sitting there going, well, this is very clearly a military school build. I don't know what you're talking about, Pigeon. Like, you know, you're an idiot. You clearly don't understand these players. Why are you even casting bronze players? If you don't understand bronze players, you clearly must be minus bronze. You're right. He's building a military school. I'm a fool. But why has he got 250 more stone? Why is he still gathering 120 stone a minute? What could need that much stone? Oh, you're a full Pigeon. He's going for a second military school once he techs up. That only costs 100 stone, guys. The math does not support the thought process. So Guts wants something else. Well, he's going for a second TC. It's obvious, Pigeon. Come on. What's wrong with you? Watch and learn, folks. Because you're so focused on math that you are completely forgetting about meth. It might take a minute or two to light up the crack pipe, but eventually we'll be there. In the meantime, let's see what William's doing. He's about to get the food required. He did push in the final deer. And yeah, he could have had a tech up by now. I was about to say, that's a lot of deer consumed to not be teched up. He has made sure that he doesn't have any missed villager production for quite some time. But tech up is now there, very much there. So he should be able to get the feudal. Probably going to be a Mansa quarry. No, it's not. Oh my god, no, it's not. He's going for the Saharan Trade Network. Of course, because William loves to trade. It's not just about the walling with this guy. The guy loves to wall so he can protect trade across map. We've seen some funny trade routes before, but I think this one will be done correctly. So 16 villagers ran out here. By the way, no mill, so no wheelbarrow. That's a lot of idle time for him. Guts They're all hiding from him behind the mill. Almost all of his economy. And now Guts is going to once again be the long-distance gold mining. He does this every time. So he gathers the food he needs, queues up the rest into villages, and then sends 10 villagers onto the gold to gather 1 drop-off of 10 for a tech-up. Because guys, I've only got no wood income, and if I spent 50 on the gold when I don't really care about gold because the gold doesn't help me build more walls, it's pointless. So it looks like Guts is going to do the same thing he's done before, where he's going to gather an extra 100 gold. I don't think this is about wheelbarrow necessarily. He just seems to have extra. And oh my god, he's doing the trade as well. We're getting it. Yes. So Guts is going for the Sultani trade network, but look how far he goes for it without wheelbarrow. And also, because this isn't the Madrasa, all these guys are holding on to gold. Pretty sure they can't drop it off at a Sultani trade network. I haven't tested this before, but I'm pretty sure they can't. And Guts is confused by this. He's outraged. He's like, what do you mean you do not accept my currency here? Damn it, Khajiit, you said coin. But I'm pretty sure the Sultani trade network could not accept any resources from villagers. The Madrasa would have because it's a drop-off building. So William, teched up. Now he's going to just fully surround his pit mine. He does not care about mining here. And now he'll go to set up the trade. No trade tricks here. No filthy trade trickers down in my games. I don't want to see that any day of the week. I want to see honorable trade. Guts could kind of mix it in, though. He could, like, spawn these halfway and then go the rest of the way. But for now, he's doing half-map trade. But he starts off with 2 traders already. They're just there. So tech up complete. They take a few seconds to marvel on what they've done. And now they will make the long trek all the way back to base. And Guts, by the way, now has 720 stone. Sorry, I just realized we didn't go 2 times. We should have been going 2 times. Why would you ever need this much stone? He's going to build a castle, Pigeon. It's obvious. He can't get castle. He's not in Castle Age, so it has to be the walls. And oh my god, he's never going for full trade. And he quick walls again. Guts loves his quick walls. He's so paranoid that someone's going to wait, like, pathfind their way around here. He's going to block out that possibility entirely. And then begin the proper structuring. Now, he's already got enough stone to wall the other side as well. But will he go close or will he go long? That's what we're going to find out. He's now exhausted the stone outcropping. At 8.5 minutes into the game, Guts has taken the entirety of this stone. That might be a first. I don't actually think I've ever seen that before at this early point. Maybe like 10 minutes if you're going for like massive acid TC boom. But I feel like it's never happened before 9 minutes. Until today. And now it'll be put to good use. He goes for the long stone wall. Meanwhile, William is trying to do it too. But William is now trapped inside. They've created a reverse no man's land between them. Both control entry from the other to this area. So walls will go up. Guts is now at free food and no income. He stopped producing villagers at 20. That's plenty enough for me, he says. Because I have passive production. I admittedly have very slow passive production due to having no blacksmiths, but I have passive production. He also has trade. 36 gold per trip. No additional trade is being built right now, but he's playing on deer. I like this detail. Did he get wheelbarrow? I think he did not. No. On the other side, William didn't even though. William still didn't have a mill. William went for a second TC. And I'm pretty sure... Oh my god. Oh my god. So William, because it's very hard to mine stone, I don't know if you guys know this, but like, you know, mining stone, it gives you very big biceps. He wants to make sure that his villagers do not skip leg day, so he never built a mining camp. They have been gathering stone at this distance for half of the stone outcropping. The second TC, which could have been placed next to the stone outcropping, is not, because once again, if you're going to be working with your arms all day, you need to make sure you're not skipping leg day. William is just thinking about the future posture, guys. Imagine if you just had arms as big as Arnie's, but then had no legs. You had noodle legs. You just fall over. You'd be like a zombie crawling that lost its limbs. You don't want to be a zombie, guys. No one wants to be a zombie. So he keeps them healthy. Keeps them honest. He keeps the trade booming. 124 gold per trader. William loves his trade. Loves the feel of it, the touch of it, the smell of it. He even thought about smelting his own Yuhu gold, but then he realized that that would actually be a waste of some good gold, so he just kept it in his coffers instead. Meanwhile, the wall. I don't know what the, what the hell is this? It didn't work. It got blocked out. Guts took control of the area. He has the deer. He has control of relics for further in the game. So at least get 2. William now has not protected his trade. This is exposed. And Guts is building a military force slowly. He's adding in Sipahi. He's got Spearman here as well. He could make a move at any point and destroy William. And he's going to find out that he can now. Guys, you don't send 1 scout, you send 2. Because if 1 scout gets ambushed, the other one can return the message home about war coming. It's very smart by Guts. Guts, who, by the way, is building additional scouts from the town center, not villages, scouts, to take out the deer. Wait, has he gone pro scouts? No, there's no way. He's gone pro scouts! Oh my god, we're getting pro scouts Ottomans! And now he sees the trade. And William has no military. 0 to speak of. And he's not going to be quick to get a Farimba, apparently. I mean, he's got enough gold, but he needs to sort his food. He realizes it finally, and he goes for the triple mill. So he's going to rush out the cattle. He's trying to put that gold to good use, but like that's all the trade gone. Now, William could run out to the right side of the map and build another trade post, but that's lame. And that's, you know, you commit, guys. If there's one thing I say in life, no matter how bad the business is running, no matter how bad things are looking, no matter how many loans you've taken and how much you're in debt, you commit, baby. You just keep running at it. Even if there are 1 million people waiting angrily to stab you in the face, you are going to deliver that goal. Okay, maybe not. Run. Run, you fools. Run. He's even garrisoned. Oh, dear. It's all looking grim for William. This is not the William B we're used to seeing. For those who haven't seen him before, check him out in our series. This guy is renowned for walling. He walls off the entire map. He chokes you out. He takes control of the game away from you, but not from Guts. Guts understands he's got to be peak Ottoman. 16th century Ottoman, nothing less. Heights of his power, unstoppable. 17th century Ottoman and rising. And rising soon, by the way. He is on the gold. He has the food required. Castle shouldn't be far away. Guts, by the way, he manages to do all this without blacksmiths. Now, why no blacksmiths when he can get the extra production rate? Because it's extra gold tax to then get the researchers, and you feel obligated. Guts doesn't want to feel obligated. Guts just wants to go. And take a crap on William. William, who is now trying to build up the backup wall with 1 villager. And it's a good thing that William had all that trade going, because buying this much copium is not cheap. Chase in. Guts is going to take a good fight. I say that. The Javelins are now starting to win over. Spearman should be able to clean them up, though. So, I think that did cost William more, but obviously he gets space. He needs that space. So he's going to re-wall here. Guts, in the meantime, did not bring the second wave troops, which is why things go so rough for him. But Guts did get Castle Age. And he has set up the Memorandum Imperial Armory far away, because Imperial Armory, it sounds special. It sounds very kind of like, you know, sanctimonious. So you want to put it somewhere special. After the Ottomans expanded into Mamluk territory and took the southern deserts of Egypt, they understood that sacred things can exist in a desert. So he's placed the sacred armory far out in the middle of nowhere. And William, good God. Guys, quick, before the flies get here. You are the flies. You'd think that cows at some point would get suspicious and try to walk away. Like, they'd look at each other, they'd look at what all the villagers are doing, and then start to, like, backstep and walk off. But no, these are well-trained cows. Even in the face of death, they do not run. So, food rates are good. William does have a slight gold issue, though. And it's going to be fixed. The trade is coming in. This will be enough for the tech up, and then some. He already has enough to go Castle Age, but William doesn't want to rush. He wants to go on his own timer. Which is probably like 5 more minutes from now. We have got the organized military district. As we know, you should definitely split your base up into military district and housing district so that everyone knows where they're going and what their purpose is. You go here, I don't care if you're 5 years old, we're sticking a spear in your hands. You go here, congratulations, mummy's going to cook you a meal tonight. It's very weird when the middle-aged men go to different houses, mummies, to get cooked meals. But that's besides the point. Army is on guard. Trade is underway. The Malian Empire rises once more. Mansa is in control, baby. Fulani's coming out. So he's going to be able to not murder so many cattle anymore and instead get some permanent usage out of them. The villagers are already on the way to rule the east side. Little do they know, Guts has already done this for this area, so he doesn't care. And funnily enough, they've both taken about the same portion of the map for themselves. Because of the fact that Guts extended further out here, it's comparative to what William B has on the south. William B's army is building fast here, folks. He's going to queue up the scouts. This is something William loves to do. He loves to spam warrior scouts, usually up to like 16 castle age. We'll see if he goes all the way. He's going to discover this is not going to work this game, though. He's confused. He doesn't understand. His opponents don't usually wall up like this, but Guts has perplexed him. He sees respect in Guts. Respect he's never been able to find before for his opponents. It won't stop him from trying to murder him, though. He continues to spam out the scouts. Javelins and Donzo's on the side. He's trying to go for a keep, but the keep timing is going to be too late. This army could do substantial damage. There's a bunch of men at arms in the mixer. And the Maganel. The Maganel is the X factor. If Guts sees. But Guts doesn't. Guts. He gets a glimpse. The Warrior Scout's making him a little bit paranoid, but he doesn't have to worry about that. He can go for the main fight. Maganel's going to come into play. Donzo going to try to wrap around. And the Mango is attacking individual units instead of going for the mass. But it might have actually done enough here. Look at the wraparound. The exchange is so good right now for Guts. He sends a few men at arms to keep the Donzo away. He'll wipe out the Javelins. Now, William did manage to get the keeper, so he will stay in this area. But he loses a lot of Javelin throws for it. And Javelin throws are not cheap to replace. They might sound cheap because they're just idiots carrying a stick, but they do cost 120 resources, folks. These idiots who carry sticks also cost more than normal spears. So the lesson here is that Malians pay a premium to carry sticks. Not sure why, but that's just the way the world works. Guts, because he didn't bring the Rams before, they just found value. Villagers are pulled to try and address this. Warrior Scouts are in. They're just targeting the Rams, though. Janissaries are going to massacre them. Oh, that keeper's going down. And those 13 villagers are not safe. Boiling is coming through in 2 seconds. So get a first flurry, but it's not going to be good enough. The repair's going to come out in Guts. He doesn't try to intercept. He doesn't care. So Castle goes down. William is going to lose some villagers, but what does he care, folks? He's at 110 eco. Double TC hasn't been producing for a while. A bunch of traders. Meanwhile, look at Guts' economy. Guts is being tripled up, and yet still, he is looking in control of this game right now. Trade once again shut down. This time the marketplace is removed to guarantee that stays the case. Second wave is coming. And William, he's got these walls to shake and quiver behind. But he does not have enough quivers for all of his archers. His army is building slow. And the Fulani Corral is not paying off yet. He's only now setting up the cattle ranches, and he's getting ahead of himself. Oh, don't do it again. We've seen this before. Remember, folks, Malians do not do battery farms. They only do free range. You cannot do this. You cannot stick more in one of the cattle ranches. Guys, if we just like super glue all the cows together, we can get the most efficient space. It doesn't work, guys. Do not do this. All right, how many cows before he realizes? We're at 11 right now. How many cows? Will we get more before he moves them? I don't think he's going to move them anytime soon. He's distracted right now. Guts still leveraging that military lead. Despite the fact he's still doubled up in terms of eco. The push in. Needs to be careful. Lovely pullback, right? The Rams don't take poison damage. They can deal with the walls. They get bonus damage against walls, by the way. So pull back the Warrior Scouts. Snipe them out. Rams are going to break into the wall. And now you can flood in. If you get on the walls, you take reduced damage as well. But remember that poison damage, I don't think it gets reduced by walls. So actually, Marlene's fighting on walls is pretty effective. But instead, William runs off of the wall and throws everything at the wolves. Guts. Well, he's looking to spill more of that. Lumber lines are getting a little bit awkward. The cattle have been docked. They have found their homes. But I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. William, look at his food. He's struggling right now so much. He has double the eco, yet you wouldn't think it. And the reason is because that double of eco, they're trying to scientifically prove deforestation right now. He finally realizes it and looks to address this by going for what? Bro, you need food. You need food, and you usually need to spam archers. It looks too late, though. Guts is now going up into Imperial Age. So you get castles on the way. And his army is looking unstoppable. Gonzos are trying to get out to protect, but the Janissaries are massacring him. The wraparound for the Warrior Scouts, it shouldn't really do anything here. The only reason he's not losing them right now is because Guts, he sees the houses and thinks, oh, wow, those look beautiful. I want to live in them. And then he sees the villages and goes, oh, wow, they look beautiful. I want to live in them. I just want to full-on go Star Wars on them. Cut them open and live inside them. Army gets wiped again. Man, Guts is just running circles around William. William was like, if there's the last thing I do, I'm going to gather every piece of gold on the map. You called me Mansa once upon a time. Call me again. I think I'd rather call you dead. Yep. Very dead. Oh, dear God. That is pretty much the eco lead. He'll pull away before he loses all of them. Or he'll drop it off the resources and then drop off a few more villagers' heads. And this army has still been going this entire time. This has been non-stop. He has not reinforced this army at all. Guts is building a second wave at home. But this has been one army, one dream, one nightmare for William. Just like watching this lumber camp. And William desperate. He's like, it's gold. It's all about the gold. It's only ever been about the gold. It's the only thing I care about in the whole world. Go get more gold. But the cattle, man. What about Bessie? So Fulani Corral goes down. Janissaries and men-at-arms should be able to clean up these archers. Remember, these guys are elite men-at-arms. They do not die fast, even with the poison. This army's still alive. I mean, honestly, this might be the castle, the Imperial Age 18. We haven't got any Sylvester Stallone in, but these guys can take more rounds in boxing than he can. I mean, this is ridiculous. Be free, Cattles. Be free. Take to the fields, Bessies. You're trapped no longer. It's like Free Willy, but less majestic. Oh, good God. Oh, my God. Okay, that was not how Free Willy ended, for good reason. William B. Well, it turns out being on that wood may actually save him now, because it's the one place that Guts has not looked. I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say it. Guts is now 40 minutes into a game as the Ottomans and has not built a single Blacksmiths. He's only built 2 military schools. He has got no military upgrades, and yet he is absolutely dumbstring William. William, who can only build siege now. He builds more walls. He's worried about a flank attack. I'm not really sure what these bombards are doing here. He hopes that if he just moves in, the bombards will kill everything. I think that might take a bit longer than what Guts has taken. Because Guts is coming with the second wave. This was a desperation wall to keep him out. Bombards, don't mind if I do take those. Oh my God. It's fine, guys. They're cannons. Swords can't kill cannons. Everyone knows that. Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you. You seem to just be a pile of wood. And he's found the gold miners again. William B truly is the Schmeagol of this map. And he hates that the fat little hobbits are coming in and taking the shinies. They're not going to stop. The walls will slow them down. The siege workshops have admittedly been put on the wrong side of this wall to last long term. Guts. I mean, this guy's beautiful to watch. It wasn't the safe wall-in I was fully expecting like we've had in previous ones. What do you mean that was Elmo, not Schmeagol? The fat
fat little hobbits. Gets all the goldses and thinks they can control the mapses, but it's all mine, damn it. Then they're gonna die.
All right, there we go. I'll do. My throat's a bit dry. All right, that'll have to do for Smeagol for now.
It truly is the fat little hobbits.
I mean, this is pretty much 3/4 of his ego. this is like he did. I mean, he has got food and wood in reserve, but like, he's just building bombards, folks. We found our Bronze League CGQE. It's literally the only thing he's building right now. Meanwhile, Guts, he decides that he's totally willing to play 10-pin Marlians. Here are the pins. Here are the bowling balls. But this version of the game goes the other way around. The pins actually kill the bowling balls. And with it, your hopes of winning this game. Keep is going to be a fail. Bombards are going to start being taken out. I mean, that is everything that William hoped for. Just gone. He's trying to spam into the Warrior Scouts, but I don't really know how that's ever meant to beat Men-at-Arms. He just lost 10 Bombards.
It's okay because...
Oh, wait, no, that's definitely Stitch. But it's okay, because he's got the shinies, guys. He just needs to go across the map to get them again.
Then we'll kill the fat little hobbits. Take all the golds.
But he is going to have to run across the map for that. Instead, he says, screw it, just get wood, guys. We're going Warrior Scouts now. We don't need gold anymore. And considering what Guts done with a force about the same size last time as in this base, I think this might be the end for poor little William. William, who did build his Griot Bara in the corner, maybe Guts never notices it. But he has noticed the landmarks of the main base. Primary TC is going to go down. He just rebuilt a TC. Well, that's going to be lost as well. We are 47 minutes in the game with an Ottoman player, and apparently the solution is mass Men-at-Arms. I'm at a loss. So just one landmark left. He just has to find it. Meanwhile, there is a gap in the wall. William, like the Sith, has waited 1,000 years. And now, he shall seek his vengeance. Die! Time, die! We're wasting time here. Die, lack of vision, die! I see everything. I think he's broken it. William's finally returning across to the trade. Or into the base. Either way, something that he'll feel was worthwhile but really done nothing. Meanwhile, his entire base is gone. But at least he gets to play Benny Hills before he's gone. Scouts are down. The counterattack has been a resounding wow, wow, wow. The last of the Bombards. They're split into two groups, actually. I don't know what... The Bombards are becoming an extinct species. We must split them up, send them to different parts of the world, and allow them to reproduce before they are all wiped out. The Dodo Bards must be protected. So we will hide them far away from the reach of Guts. Guts who only wants that. And he might be able to make them bleed soon. There's just one landmark left. Guys, it's quite the intense race, actually. 2 landmarks down on one side, 3 on the other. But Guts has a blind spot. He has not played enough Call of Duty to know what corner camping is. He stays far, far away and keeps William's hopes alive. William is now truly CGQT. Trebs, Bombards, and literally nothing else. He has passive gold still. He has a wood line. He can still do this, folks. Unless Guts knows. Do not build more siege. All right, hear me out, guys. If he can sneak into the base with 4 Bombards and 5 Trebuchets, he could kill the landmarks. He could do it. It could be possible. It would be The comeback of the century. William B on the way. Only military is Siege. And Guts is distracted. He needs to re-wall. He heads for the gates. Bombard's going around. The trade network got rebuilt. He has to reveal too early. There's no possible way. But William has faith. The men-at-arms are distracted, but they're on the way. William needs to keep. He needed to re-wall this. He never re-walled. But it's an opening. You can't just run through an opening. That's against the rules. I think that's the end, folks. William is unable to achieve the impossible. That's everything gone. William will build one final keep to make his last stand. I don't understand in what world he's somehow tried to wiggle his way back into this, but he tried. Now, he shall die. Man, what a player Guts, though. William really is disgusting to deal with when he gets to scale. He can be slow to make his transitions, but we've seen he gets to this point where he just has an unkillable economy, right? He never got that opportunity in this game. Guts. Just simply dispatching him with under the required amount of military schools and mass men-at-arms in Imperial Age. With 0 blacksmiths. With 0 eco upgrades. Guts goes against the very fiber of what it means to be a Bronze League legend. Or what we knew. He does not like eco upgrades. He does not like big eco. He just likes big milli. Oh, good God. I think we'll speed it up a bit more. He found it. The grew up bar calls the GG straight away. Oh, what a play.